Hello, my lunatic friends. It's the Crypto Lunatic here in the Lunar Cafe, and today I have asked Grok what are the most undervalued cryptos. So, crypto is in a ruinous state right now, and anyone that's been through multiple cycles will realize that now is the time to start looking for bargains. Now, nothing that I tell you is going to be investment advice. Some would say wisely, probably keep out of crypto, stay away. But for those of you lunatic enough to see that there may be an opportunity here. Let's ask Grok. Let's ask Grok, what does it think the most undervalued coins are and what's going under the radar right now? So it's just asking Grok. This is not my opinion. This is just an AI engine. But Grok is where most crypto people hang out. So Grok, I believe, is going to give us the most up-to-date data. And just for the record, I've run this by Perplexity, ChatGPT, DeepSeek. All of their information is currently out of date. So Grok is where we're most likely to find current updates, current bargains, current live data that it has access to. So with that in mind, I'm not going to waste any of your time. I'm just going to say if you're brave enough and you are bargain hunting, then join me on a little journey. Join me on a journey, my friends. So here we are in Grok. And I've said, are there any crypto projects making good progress under the radar? So here we go. And it said that certainly with DeFi infrastructure, AI integration, privacy tech, and real world assets, there's a broader market risk off mood. So these are the times risk off when the market's risk off and the market has tanked in crypto. This is the time that you should be looking to get in if you are going to get in. If you wait till the market's pumping and it's already pumped several times over before you jump in, then that is the wrong time to look at stuff. Now is the right time. So here is a list of projects to look at. Now, I'm not going to go through every one in detail. I'm really not. But if you want me to go through any of these in detail, then leave a comment and I'll go through. I'll do a more in-depth, deeper dive on these. Now, most of these are projects that I've looked at in some time, but not always. So, and let's face it, we're in a very different stage of the market. So, the top projects are Morpho, which is a decentralized finance lending. So, Akash network, decentralized cloud computing. Umbra, which is a Solana privacy layer. Perception network, which is AI data mesh. Kimberlite, which is tokenized rough diamonds. Variational, which is a perpetual decentralized exchange with points farming. Deep Snitch, which is AI driven analytics. And OG Labs with verifiable AI foundation. Now, by all means, if you want to dive deeper into those, do. If you want me to dive deeper into any of those, let me know. But here's where we say, to the best of your knowledge, what are the 10 most undervalued cryptos in order? So now you have to take everything with AI with a pinch of salt. So based on the insights from recent analysis from February the 13th, undervalued cryptos are those trading below their perceived intrinsic value, often assessed via fundamentals like the technology, adoption, network effects, revenue generation, and comparisons to their market cap or total value locked. This list focuses on projects with strong consensus across sources, emphasizing mid to large cap assets. So when it is this bad and the market's this volatile, you don't really want to go with the degen coins, or maybe you do with a tiny little amount, but you don't put your big amounts in degen coins right now. So this is a sensible way of looking at it. So let's look what it said. Top of the list is Chainlink. So what I've done for you for the top five only, I've gone here. So you can see that Chainlink started trading back here in January 2019, and it was round about 40 cents. Now you can see even now it's significantly up. The ICO ROI is still high. People that got in early with Chainlink have made serious money. So yes, it is price suppressed. It really is. I mean, Chainlink will almost definitely be doing decent gains from here when the market turns. And it's a fairly solid project. But this is what you need to look at. You want to be looking at these stats here. The time from the percentage from the all-time high and the percentage from the all-time low. Now, from the all-time low, still serious gains, and look, significantly down from the all-time high. This is a coin that during the next bull market, you can expect, I would imagine, to go higher than this, which means that this is a fairly solid higher cap project. And that is what Grok makes number one. So you can go here. We'll go through them. Arbitrum. Now, Arbitrum's one I've talked about. This is an Ethereum layer 2, which means it bolts onto Ethereum to make it faster and cheaper. Faster, more efficient, more scalable, and cheaper to use. And this is incredible, the stats around here. So the first thing is that almost 60% of the supply is out, which is a good thing. But here's the important part. You know, time from the percentage from the all-time low, it's virtually there now, my friends. This is the important thing. It's currently trading at 11 cents. The all-time low is 9 cents, which means that this is bargain central for Arbitrum. And it has been as high as $2.41. This looks really promising as far as undervaluation now is concerned. We're virtually on the all-time low, and it is looking pretty good. So next on the list, as we see, is optimism. So let's have a look. I didn't do optimism, so I'll tell you what, since I've left it off, let's go to crypto rank. And let's go to optimism. We need a bit of optimism in the current market, so it only seems fair that I include it in my little lineup here. So first thing I'm doing, just so that we could scroll out and give you the full context, what I've done on the other charts is just giving you the 1 monthly candles here. So you get a very suppressed or compressed overview, and you see this is trading way below what it has been. We look at optimism, and we see that it's been as high as $4.85. It's now sitting at $18, 18 cents. And look, another one that is virtually on the all-time low right now. So optimism and Arbitrum look of a big, relatively larger projects. I say relatively larger. That's got an almost 400 million market cap, which means it's way above the degen zone. But it's low enough that this could be explosive if it picks up, if people use optimism. Now, that is obviously a big ask. And round about 50% of the supply is out. But you can be sure that no one's going to be dumping at this price. And it has been as high as almost $5. So that's a good one, potentially. The Graph and Filecoin are the other two. So the Graph, look at this one. Graph's currently at 2 cents. The Graph has been as high as $2.86. So this is where we're moving into the potential 100x gains here. That if this does go up to its normal, its price at its all-time high of February 2021, then this is potentially a 100x gain coin. And not only that, you see you're getting it lower than the people that got in at the ICO. So now, before you go aping into any of these coins, all of this is dependent on this taking off. Now, it's an established coin. It's got every chance, but it hasn't performed. And this is another good thing about the Graph. Look, almost all of the circulating supply, all of the total supply is circulating, almost all of it. That's incredibly strong tokenomics that make the Graph look incredibly interesting right now. Incredibly interesting, an established project. No wonder Grok has got it so high on the list. And Filecoin, we'll look at that one as well. Here's another one trading at 92. We also see that the people that got in early doors here in 2017 are sitting on a 50% loss of a major coin. So even though that we see the circulating supply is only 38%, it doesn't matter. The ICO, the people that got in on the ICO, they're not going to be dumping because they're sitting on a loss. So to put this in perspective, at one stage, they were up 12,257%. Now they're down 51%. It's almost less than, well, it is. It's less than half what they paid for it back in 2017. Now, will Filecoin take up? I mean, it's got a reasonable market cap and it looks very, very undervalued, my friends. So let's look at the other ones. These are all projects that I've talked about at some stage. We've got Aave, which is a DeFi lender, near protocol. It's an AI chain. Ondo Finance, real world asset tokenization leader. Ethereum, obviously, that is a big, big player. And Celestia. So this is what Grok is telling us. And this is just basic level research that I'm looking just on crypto rank that shows you just um, how hammered these coins have been. These are major coins. They've been absolutely hammered. And this is where people talk about getting into crypto at the right time. Now is the right time. Yes, they could go down a bit lower, but you're seeing these are major coins that are already close to their all-time lows. Could they go down a bit further? Yeah, they could. But now we're looking at balancing downward potential with upward potential. And these aren't tiny little altcoin degen plays. These are established projects, all of them. So, my friends, that is what Grok thinks. What do you think? And are there any coins in that list that you want me to do a deeper dive on? Well, let me know your thoughts. But that's what Grok thinks, and Grok knows what it's talking about. But like anything else, this is just a bit of entertainment. And there is almost definitely other coins out there that could be even better. Who knows? We don't know. We just sit here on the Lunar Cafe and we make random observations. And there's some very interesting looking entry points in that list there. So what do you think? If you've enjoyed the content, my friend, please do subscribe to the channel for more of the same. Because I'm not sponsored by anyone, so you get completely neutral advice from me. Sitting on the Lunar Cafe from just another lunatic. But either way, stay lunatic, have fun, and make money with crypto.